What do you think about that beer?
Whoa!
It's sour. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Bombs Away. This is our second episode, and today we're going to be having a little beer called Superfunkadelic. It's from Dionysus Brewing out of Bakersfield, California. It is a Gose style, which is a sour style beer. And I've had this once before.
Sea salt and coriander.
I've had it once before on tap at Old Plan B.
I've never had it before.
Haven't had it in the bottle yet, so let's crack her open and give her a taste. So, I'm a big fan of the Gose style of beer. What do you think about it? Don't drink it out of the bottle, you animal.
It's delicious.
Well, goddamn. Just ruined the whole video. We might as well cut it there. Jesus Christ. I'm glad that you're so... You're so...
That is a sour beer, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's like grapefruit. Delicious grapefruit.
They don't mess around at Dionysus, man.
Is that a grapefruit? Is there grapefruit there?
I don't know.
There's gotta be.
I don't think there's actual grapefruit. You gonna pour your own?
Go ahead, buddy.
Go ahead. No, you got it. I trust you.
Alright.
Alright, we're all about equality on this show.
Ooh, that is hazy as hell.
Alright, we might be...
It cheats me every fucking time.
Did I cheat you?
Yes! Only by 3 inches.
The angle that I was like looking at made it look like it was even. But hey, no, you don't get the big one. You took a drink out of the bottle. That's the drink out of your glass.
I didn't take a 2-inch drink out of the bottle.
You usually take 2 inches really well.
No, I don't know. Your mouth is over pretty far.
Yeah, I came back and half the beer was gone.
Oh, man. Oh, the things we do for you.
Right, now let me get my first taste, since apparently some of us just jumped the gun.
I couldn't help myself.
Oh, it smells good.
Oh, do you get grapefruit? Is that what that is?
Hang on.
Oh, goddamn, I just tore some.
That's one way to get it in your body. There's a few other ways, but we won't go into detail. I don't know if I get grapefruit.
Passion fruit?
Maybe.
There's definitely
fruit, but it's hard to pick up. There's a lot of
bitter fruit. Like dude, how are you not getting that? It's like right there.
I'm getting like more of like an apricot-y vibe from it.
Apricot, golly.
I mean,
he doesn't know his fruits very
like a sour, like not just like I'm smelling an apricot, like a sour beer with a little apricotness to it, like a stone fruit.
Definitely a grapefruit.
I could maybe see grapefruit if I was
passion fruit, maybe.
Yeah.
What is a passion fruit?
It's a fruit that's very passionate.
I'm very passionate.
It's a little tropical fruit with like yellow goop inside. It don't look very good.
That is a sour beer, though.
That's so good. Okay, now that I tasted it.
Grapefruit.
No. Apricot. No, I was gonna say. Now that I tasted it, passion fruit for sure is what I get.
They taste similar though, right? Grapefruit and passion fruit?
Not really, but they're both bitter, so it might be just the bitterness and the sourness throwing you off. But I can see somebody saying grapefruit out of this.
That's a good beer. What do you think about that beer?
Whoa!
It's sour.
It'll make your lips pucker.
Yeah, it's sour. It's a little bit bitter, but not like a hop bitterness like you're used to with like an IPA. It's like
a fruit, like a
pith.
Grapefruit.
Yeah, like you don't peel all the peel off of your orange or grapefruit all the way, and you get a little bit of that peel or the pith of the peel.
I like it.
And
it's
it's salty.
Though. I would call it funkadelic.
You got some salt in there for sure. It's really good. All right, you know what? I think I owe you an apology.
Do you get the grapefruit now?
Yeah, as I drink more of it, I get a little bit of grapefruitiness to it.
Thank you.
Whatever it is.
He just didn't want to say it at first because I brought it up first. If he would have brought it up, he would have been fine with it.
I can't admit that you're right because I lose respect for myself every time. And self-esteem is very important.
They have got to have grapefruit in there. It's got to be in there.
I think you just might have ate a grapefruit before we did this video.
I didn't. I ate a chip.
And you drank some Oktoberfest.
That's true. Ah, that movie's fucking badass. And they both did a fucking great job.
Doc
Dude.
Holliday is definitely my favorite character. Don't get me wrong.
I don't like Val Kilmer in a lot of other movies. Like, I think he's an overrated actor. Actually, he may be underrated.
I was gonna say overrated. Who's overrating Val Kilmer nowadays?
Everybody likes Tombstone.
Right, but like Val Kilmer, best Batman.
He went downhill since Tombstone.
Hey, let the stars age gracefully, okay? Like, Val Kilmer is allowed to be a little fat.
He's the next Steven Seagal.
Dude, don't put that curse on him. He's a normal guy.
Oh, man.
They need to be allowed to age. He can get fat. He can get a little out of shape. He's like 50 years old. Just let the dude live, like, retire and live in peace. We don't need to keep taking pictures of Arnold Schwarzenegger at the beach. And saying, well, look, he doesn't look like Mr. Universe anymore. He's 85 fucking years old. Let the dude get old. Yeah, he looks pretty good.
He's fucking ripped.
Yeah, I know. But you know what I'm saying.
He's on that TRT, that testosterone replacement therapy, man. That dude got back with it. Alright, back to the movie. Bam! What's your favorite scene in that movie? Because that's probably got to be one of mine. I like whenever he's drunk and he goes, what's he say? He's all, I'm seeing double. I got 2 guns. One for each.
One for each of you.
That's probably my favorite part.
You think so? That part?
Oh, dude, that's badass.
I like the part where Johnny Ringo comes out of the saloon and he's drunk and he's trying to gunfight Wyatt Earp. And he comes out and he's like, he like calls him out. And then Wyatt Earp's like, I ain't gonna fight you, Ringo. There's no money in it. And then Ringo's like, you coward! Don't any of you got the guts to play for blood? And then Wyatt or Doc Holliday's getting like a shave or something, and he says, "I'm your Huckleberry."
Yeah,
and he comes up and he's like, "All right, Lunger." and then freaking Curly Bill comes up and he's like, "Oh fuck no! He didn't mean nothing by it. He just drunk. Don't kill him." And they're like fucking scared as shit of Doc Holliday. That's my. And then as soon as he gets done, and then whenever he gets done. He just punked the shit out of somebody. He was about to kill 6 men. And then he goes back and sits in the chair at the barber's chair and he's like, proceed, sir. It's like he's just another day in the life of Doc Holliday.
That's a squinting beer right there. That beer will make you squint.
I like whenever he's like, it's Billy Bob Thornton, by the way, which is hilarious. He's like the asshole guy.
He just looks like an asshole. Ever since Sling Blade.
Hey, that's a good movie. We're talking about that next time. No, he tells him, whenever he says he's going to pull on him, and he's like, go ahead.
Skin that smoke wagon.
Skin that smoke wagon. See what happens. You're like, dude, if I ever get the chance.
That's when your like hair stands up on your neck and you're like, oh, do it. I dare you. I dare you.
Mm-hmm. And then whenever he comes up later, because he's pissed off that Wyatt Earp punked him, and he's like bleeding and shit, and he's got a shotgun, he comes up, and then he's like, and then it's not,
he's all
like,
scared.
watch out him. What are you doing with that shotgun? And he's like, Doc, I didn't know you was back in town. And he's fucking just scared shitless.
And he just sets it down and walks away.
Well, then whenever he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot you were there. You may go. And then he like starts to leave, and Wyatt Earp's like, leave that shotgun. And he just like puts the shit. It's like you just got a free shotgun by being a badass. I'll tell you one thing though. I'm gonna be quoting Tombstone tonight in bed, and my wife is gonna be pissed off. Every time I watch that movie or I talk about that movie, I turn into Doc Holliday for at least 6 hours afterward. That's a good Gose.
Have we figured? Is that for sure? That's how you say it? It's Gose.
Gose.
It's not Gose.
It's not Gose. It's Gose.
Or goes.
Nope. It's a German word. It means delicious as fuck.
is that what it means?
It's a direct translation. You can look it up.
No.
No, man, it's the sound of getting in trouble.
Somebody's wife's a calling. Doesn't she know it's man time?
Hello. Hey.
We're going to cut this part out.
We are filming a video, and we're going to have to cut this whole thing out. Yeah.
Where am I? We just got to finish this beer.